more than a building. Some buildings are impressive. Some are beautiful. Some are historic. And then there are buildings that feel like they carry something more. And for me in Budapest, that building was the Hungarian Parliament. You don't see it once. You encounter it again and again. From across the Danube, from a bridge, from a riverside walk, and from the tram. We rode those trams again and again. And almost without fail, the Parliament would appear. And every time we stopped paying attention to everything else because it was unbelievably beautiful. Not just attractive, not just elegant, but awe-striking. The kind of building that makes you stop mid-sentence. It's massive, intricate, perfectly balanced. Gothic on the outside with spires, arches, detail everywhere you look, but somehow still controlled, ordered. It stretches along the Danube for nearly a quarter of a mile. Hundreds of rooms inside, a dome rising nearly 100 meters into the sky. It's not just large, it's intentional. Built at the turn of the 20th century, it was designed to represent Hungary itself, its history, its identity, its place in the world. And when you stand in front of it, you feel that. Because Hungary has lived through history in a way that is hard to fully grasp. It's been occupied, controlled, pulled in different directions by the Ottomans, the Habsburgs, the Nazis, and most recently the Soviets. And yet this building stands, not untouched, but still standing, a symbol of something deeper. And then there is the present. We happen to be there just after a major national election, a decisive shift in direction for the country, a clear signal from the people about where they want to go next. You could feel it, not loudly, not dramatically, but quietly. That this place mattered, and what happens here matters. And then something completely different happened. We were standing in the plaza in front of the building, and every so often, a soft mist would rise up from the ground. Not in bursts, not dramatically, but slowly, gently, spreading across the surface of the plaza. It changed everything. The sharp lines of the stone, the sense of order, the formality of the space, all of it softened. And people walked through the mist, their feet disappearing for a moment, their outlines just slightly blurred. Some stopped, some laughed, some just stood there taking it in. It created a different kind of space, less like a public square in front of a government building, and more like a place where anything might happen. And then somehow, something did. I noticed a man nearby, and he was balancing on one leg with his arms extended, holding a pose that looked like some kind of yoga pose. Completely at ease, and for reasons I can't fully explain, I walked a little closer. I decided to see if I could imitate what he was doing. And balancing on one leg, with the other pulled up behind, my arms stretched outward, trying not to fall over. And then something unexpected happened further. He saw what I was doing, and without saying a word, we were suddenly doing it together, facing each other, holding the position, trying not to lose balance, now completely committed to it. It felt like a kind of a spontaneous dance. Two people who had never met, standing in front of the most important buildings in Hungary, mirroring each other, balancing, sharing a moment. And that may have been the real takeaway, the unexpected human connection, the kind that happens when you travel. Not planned, not structured, not even understood, just there. It made no sense, And yet it made perfect sense, because that's what places like this do. They carry history, they represent something larger, but they also create space for something very human, an unexpected connection. Later that night, from our hotel room across the Danube, we looked at the building again, all lit up, glowing, reflecting in the water. And then, out of nowhere, fireworks, light, color, energy, set against something built to endure. It was one of those moments. And before we left, I did something I don't often do. I bought a small replica of the building, not for me, but for Alexis. Something to sit on her nightstand, a reminder of how much one place can mean, how one building can hold so much. History, politics, struggle, identity, beauty, and for just a moment, connection.
Be sure to subscribe to Meandering Musings wherever you get your favorite podcasts. For more about Neil Peterson and to read more Meandering Musings and travel essays, visit meanderingmusings.net. Tell your friends about Meandering Musings and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts.